King Jesus bless each and every one of you on this day. Today I'm making a video about my husband Glenn's vision, and then that same very night he had a dream, and wow, it kind of blew me away. If you could give any insight, that would be great. I'm not reading it myself personally. I did all the writing for it. Um, yeah, I think it's an important message to get out there on both concerns as it concerns both life and hell. Jesus bless you all. I love you.
The vision Glenn had. He saw his deceased grandfather, who by profession was a bookbinder, and he was in his bookbinding room. He was a man who, in the time of the Chinese, when it was illegal for them to have a Bible, he made Bibles for them with different covers and with different names. In Glenn's vision, his grandfather showed him a book, but stood to the side of it. When Glenn looked at it, he saw that the book was massive, about 1,000 pages, and huge in stature. Upon looking at it closely, on the book there were vines, emerald green, growing over the gold covering, all over the book. The vines were growing within the cover of the book, alive, they moved and grew, ever changing inside the cover of the book. The pages of the book opened and were golden, but the pages were blurred, he could not read it. Like the cover, the pages were alive, glowing, but with an unexplainable light, beautifully glowing. The same day in which he had the vision, he had a dream that night. The dream started when he looked around. He was about 70 to 80,000 feet in the air, and he tried to move, and he looked to the left and to the right of him, and realized he was stuck inside this big round ball. When he looked, he was able to see the reflection of the earth on it, and it reflected light. He was way up in the sky looking down. When he looked around, there was like a horizon, and down below was earth. Everybody he loved was down there, but he was aware that he was trapped and couldn't move. He was conscious of everything, terrified and knowing that he would be there for eternity, never, ever having a chance to escape, but being aware of being cut off from everything and everyone he loved. But even more terrifying was the fact he was cut off from God Almighty, never able to feel his love or presence again. He saw other balls, just like the one he was in, reflecting in the distance, spheres kept in place. He saw the earth, the sun, the moon, but he felt nothingness, like he was alone and he couldn't reach any of them. He knew he was trapped with nowhere to go or escape to, trapped forever in place, and worst of all was knowing God Almighty had turned his back on him forever. He awoke terrified of King Jesus and what he can do.